Horses and Deer by Abby. Introduction. This book is going to be about deer and horses. I think you will be able to find something in this book that you didn't know before. You can learn about how they eat, how they act, how they change, how much teeth they have, what their family life is like, what they're afraid of, their adaptations, where they live, and other really fun facts. What's on the menu? This paragraph is going to be about what deer and horses eat. Deer eat lots of food, including corn and potatoes. Sometimes deer eat flower buds from a human's gardens just to make them angry. A deer's favorite food is acorns. A deer can eat up to 10 pounds of food a day. A horse's favorite food is grass. A horse also eats bran, oats, and hay. A horse eats vegetables at snack time. A horse can choke on beet pulp. A horse can get very ill from tomatoes, garlic, onions, chocolate, dairy, bread, and meat. Horses and deer eat very different food for different energy to be used by different things. That's what's on the menu for horses and deer. Horse eats bran, oats, hay, and each day, and their favorite food is grass. Do they care? This paragraph is going to be about what characteristics deer and horses have. Deer can be really dangerous to dogs. Deer have long, powerful legs, a diminutive tail, and long ears. Horses recognize their owner by the sound of their voice. Horses don't love other horses. Horses are positive, enthusiastic, and warm-hearted. Horses and deer have very different characteristics for different reasons. This is what horses and deer act like. Horses can recognize their owner by their voice. Horses don't love other horses. They are positive, enthusiastic, and warm-hearted. Teeth for a feast. This paragraph is going to be about deer and horses' teeth. Deer have 32 teeth in its whole mouth. A deer does not have any top front teeth whatsoever. A horse has 24 deciduous teeth, 12 incisors, and 12 premolars. Deer and horses have different teeth for different food which they have to chew. That is what deer and horses use to chew their food. Deer have 32 teeth and does not have any top front teeth in its whole mouth. A horse has 24 deciduous, 12 incisors, and 12 premolars. Snuggle with your siblings. This paragraph is going to be about deer and horses' life with their family. Deer mate in the middle of November. Male deer fight for a wife with their antlers. Then deer mate and have kids, only the mom helps raise the children and the father does not help at all. Horses live in bands together with their family. Horses can live up to the age of 35. Horses leave their parents when they are 1 year old. Domestic horses automatically want to live in herds. Horses usually have one child. Sometimes twins are born, but it is rare. A female horse is called a mare, and a male horse is called a stallion. Horses take care of each other whether they are in the wild or in a barn. Deer and horses have different families for different needs. That is what deer and horses are like. When you're born, you change. This paragraph is going to be about deer and horses' adaptations. Deer have muscles, strong ligaments in their legs so they can jump up to 10 feet high and run 30 miles per hour. Horses know to protect their foals. Horses have large nostrils to smell danger around them so they can do something about it before the danger happens. Horses have large ears to hear everything around it. Horses have strong teeth to chew stubborn grass. Horses also have large eyes to collect light and the tiniest bit of motion. Both horses and deer have different adaptations for different needs. That is what deer and horses' adaptations are. What are you afraid of? This paragraph is going to be about what deer and horses are afraid of. Deer are afraid of dogs and humans. When a deer gets scared or thinks a predator is around, it will run away from it. When a deer is scared, it is extremely dangerous to humans and other animals. Horses are scared of a couple things. They are scared of llamas and snakes. If a horse is scared, then never approach it because it may hurt or trample you. Horses comfort us when we're scared. Deer and horses have different fears for many different reasons. That is what deer and horses are afraid of. Where did you say you lived again? This paragraph is going to be about deer and horses' habitats. Deer live almost everywhere in the USA, but they don't live in Hawaii and Alaska. The best habitat for a deer is one that provides food, water, and shelter. Deer love to live in wooded lowlands. Deer sleep in a new bed every day that is usually oval depression. Horses like to live in prairies, plains, and steppes. Horses also like to live under trees. Deer and horses have different homes for different reasons. That is where deer and horses live. What else? This paragraph is going to be about fun facts. Deer are fast and good swimmers. If a pond or lake is in a deer's way, it is no problem for them because they'll just swim right through it. Deer have split hooves for swimming across lakes and ponds. Only male deer have antlers, and the size of a deer depends on where it lives. Horses can swim without being taught. A horse always knows where it belongs. You might need 14 pieces of equipment to babysit a horse. Horses hide behind sand dunes in the winter for shelter. People made drawings of horses in the last ice age. That's what else deer and horses have. Goodbye. This is what I thought about deer and horses, how they eat, how they act, about their teeth, their family life, their adaptations, what they're afraid of, where they live, and fun facts. I personally think that deer and horses are pretty cool, and I think you should too. They also do a lot of different things, like they act differently, they look different, they live different, they eat different, because they are very different. I think you should find some different animals and do the same thing I did with my two animals, deer and horses. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my book, and I bet you learned something new about deer and horses. The end.